Hi guys, how's it going, eh? Todd, the cheap drums guy, down here in the basement doing laundry and such. Since I'm down here, because laundry sucks, I'm also tinkering with the drums, of course, because why not? They're drums, right? Fun stuff. I wanted to do a little quick video on my cymbals, which are Paiste PST7 universal set. There's three different kinds of set of Paistes: the session, the universal, and the rock set. I believe there's the rock set. I know there was three. Well, even if not, I'm wrong. Who cares? But anyways, so the universal set is the medium set, medium thickness, and sessions are light. Now again, I have the universal, but I also have the single light that I bought extra. Now when I got into all this stuff, or started getting into it and getting my everything lined up and set up what I wanted to do, you know, Meinl Byzance, Zildjian K custom Zildjian A's, those were kind of too expensive. Wanted them, but too expensive. Meinl hit me up, you know, if you're still out there. I started settling for Meinl Custom Classics, both dark and brilliant. I couldn't decide which one, but it turned out I needed something else. I can't remember what it was. I think it might have been a second set of heads for another drum set. But I thought, well, the Meinls were $589, and the Paistes were $445, I believe, at Sweetwater. And I'm like, well, and I just started playing with it. I'm like, well, both are the same size cymbal sets. I'm like, with the Paistes a little less expensive, and I could throw another cymbal in probably. And luckily I was able to. It's actually a little bit more than the Meinls, but which is fine. But the Paistes came, and I set everything up, and I was quite happy with them. Maybe if I go back in time, maybe I would probably go with the Meinl Custom Classic Dark, because I've heard those play so many times, and I like the sound of them. They're really cool, and the finish of them is badass. It really is. But again, I am very happy with my Paistes. Maybe down the road, maybe for Christmas, or maybe when the wife's not looking, I'll just buy a set of the Meinls anyways. Because not only switching out drums, sometimes you want to switch out your cymbals too, just for a different sound, a little change of pace. Goodness gracious. Sorry, the weather has been poopy the last few days, and today, Sunday, it's been raining incessantly, and then tomorrow it's supposed to rain, and so my arthritis is going to be acting up, and my throat is just, so if I clear my throat a little bit more than usual, I apologize for that. But anyways, let's talk about the Paistes. So this is a pretty a nice set. I've heard a lot of stories about people when they open their boxes of Paistes, they were covered in all sorts of schmutz and fingerprints, and they were just a mess. Mine came beautifully brilliant right out of the box, not a mark on them. And I immediately set everything up. Didn't know what the hell I was doing really, but I was doing it. And I've probably changed the layout and setup of them probably at least 24 times. And but with each drum set it's kind of different, which is fine, but I'm getting used to it. And, all these cymbals I also have two extras that don't belong here. They're a pair of Zildjian hi-hats that were keyholed, and one's got a small crack in it. You can't really use them now, so I just turned them into a trash splash and a splash. So get these out of the way real quick. I'll let you hear what they sound like. This is the trash splash I made. Kind of nice, really industrial sounding. And this is the other one. She sings out and keeps going. But they're nice little accent cymbals. But anyways, and they don't really super fit with the Paistes anyways, but they work well for what I use them for. Now, this set came with 14-inch hi-hats, which are very bright, 16-inch medium crash, and 18-inch medium crash, and a 20-inch medium ride, which is very bright. The other Paiste I have is a light 17-inch crash, and that's my favorite out of the bunch. It's got a really beautiful sound. And I do wish Sweetwater at the time didn't have any of their PST lights, which was a little disappointing because I like the lighter cymbal sound better. But these mediums are still kind of nice, and when you lay into them, they do produce a pretty good sound. But I try not to beat on them too hard, especially the 17, because it is light, and I don't want to whack it, and God knows it comes apart on me or whatever, it cracks up. But anyways, let me run through these real quick, and so you can hear them. And since I don't have mics and all that crap set up, just the one that's on that camera, it's a raw sound. This is what they sound like. You're not hearing them, you know, finagled with on a computer and then put on a video. They are a decent sounding cymbal. So let's go with the hi-hats real quick. And then again, it's a 14-inch, really bright sounding. Like, for me, right here, it seems a little bright. So maybe I'll put some gaff tape underneath the top one just to tone it down and dry it out a little bit. That's just me, what I like. But it's a nice, it's got a pleasant sound to it. The chick is probably the worst part of the hi-hat. Just, well, then again, I only open my hi-hat about that much, probably about three quarters of an inch, and I don't have it flying way up, and I don't bang on it like a crash or a splash. So, but again, it's very bright, very lively. Now let's go with well, hi-hat. We'll go over to the ride real quick. The ride really sings. It's very bright. I tried moon gels on it to tame it down a little bit. It does work, but again, I think like with the hi-hat, I'll probably go with this, like a 1-inch strip of gaff tape about that long under the medium part of the cymbal across the bell to the other side, just to tame it down a little bit. Because when I play it, I like to hear the ting, 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 and that's it. I don't like to hear all that wash in the background. And she can be quite washy. But anyways, this is the 20-inch ride. And she'll sing and sing and sing. Okay, with the crashes, with the 16 and 18 first because they came with the set, and then I'll let you hear the light 17 also. Now, the 16, hitting it lightly. I should probably put a felt on this and hit them. No, oh well. Now, when people discussing the PST7s, they said the 16s were the least favorite of the bunch, and they liked the 18s. I'm just actually the opposite. I like the sound of the 16, and the 18 sometimes is a tricky one for me. Okay, and that was hitting it light, and I'll hit it this time kind of medium. I don't hit them hard. Medium is about as hard as I'm going to go. But this is what 16-inch sounds like with the medium strike. Well, that was medium to hard. Let me try that one more time with the actual medium hit. And the 16 in the mix, it blends in very well. Maybe when they were deciding they didn't like the 16 so much, they were just hitting it just like I am now. But in the mix, when you're playing and all that, it really blends in nicely and fades out beautifully, and it's real pleasing to the ear. Now, the 18, hitting it light. Sings really nice, fades out beautifully. Now let's hit it about a medium strike. It's got a little bit of a deeper sound to it. Okay, now, still going. Now, just because I have it here, and just for these purposes, this is a PST7 light 17-inch crash. And do a light hit. And now more of a medium strike. Now the 16 and 17 really work well in conjunction with themselves. I have a tendency to hit those quite regularly together. They just sound really nice together. And I'm not disappointed in these cymbals at all. They are a decent set of cymbals. And these are made in Paiste's factory in Germany, where they're formed and lathed and all that kind of stuff. All their processing on these cymbals is done in Germany. Now, Paiste's high-end, one of Paiste's high-end sets of series of cymbals, which is the Paiste 2002, are made with the exact same material as the PST7s. However, when these are made in Germany, the Paistes are finished up there in Germany. The Paiste 2002 series, their higher end, are then sent from Germany to Switzerland, where they get their hammering and their lathing done there by the technicians in Switzerland. That's where you can get your extra cost, and the 2002s do have a wonderful sound. In a lot of sound checks and side-by-side comparison, like blindfold tests, they'll do side-by-side between PST7s and their 2002 series. And quite often, some guys can't even tell the difference. Or they'll hear a PST7 go off and they'll say, well, that's a Paiste 2002 18-inch. Well, no, it was a 17-inch PST, you know, and it was kind of funny. The sounds are very, very similar. However, the price is very, very different. You know, you're looking at a set of 2002s from like $1,200, $1,300, $1,400, and then you got your PST7s are $445. It was a no-brainer. These was a better buy for me, for what I do. If you're a professional in a studio and all that kind of crap, by all means get the more expensive ones if you can afford it. You know, what the heck. But for Joe Schmuck, the rag bag here on the street like me, this is perfect for me. And I'd buy these again. I'm quite happy with them. Again, down the road, maybe I'll sneak in another set somehow. If, you know, what's her face ain't looking.